Okay, what's going on everyone? Doc here, and it's that time of year again, time for a roster kind of show-off video and a kind of a progress update of my account. So I've been playing for almost 6 years now, and my roster took a lot of progress compared to last year when I made this video. So this is a screenshot of last year's video. You can see I had 5 maxed 5 stars, I think 12 total 6 stars, only 1 duped Gamora. And at that point, I was about 750,000 total rating. And my goal was kind of to get as many rank 5s as I could, and to get maybe a 6-star rank 3 if it was going to be possible for this year. Well, I think I beat that goal by quite a lot. I now have 3 rank 3 6-star champions. One of them is duped, and I have 23 maxed 5-star champions. I also beat 1 million rating. I'm at 1.362 million now, which is really, really good. You see Cat Marvel is top of my profile. I have 670 champions. 3 of them I actually got yesterday. Talk a little bit about who those were, because I did a little bit of a featured crystal opening as well. So go through kind of my roster here. Start off with the 6 stars because they're the most important. I have 8 that are at a rank that I use them quite often at. So Cat Marvel, Black Widow, Clairvoyant, Warlock are my 3 rank 3s. They're all fantastic. Clairvoyant is still my favorite champion in the entire game, followed pretty closely by someone like Warlock, Quake, Elsa, Bloodstone. Mysterio, Elsa, Mojo, Domino, and Venom are all ranked 2. I honestly use Venom probably the most because he's really good for stuff like Rage and buffed up. Elsa Bloodstone I brought to rank 2. I'm hoping to hopefully dupe her out of a featured crystal maybe eventually. And she'll go to rank 3 I think eventually. Other characters of note, I got Dupe Magneto there. I might bring him to rank 2, but probably not going to bring him to rank 3. Dupe Spider-Gwen, but meaning to take her up. Omega Red is unduped. Aegon is unduped. Longshot is duped. I actually duped him the other day from a couple of Apocalypse Cavs, which is really good. And hiding next to him is a 6-star Doctor Doom. I pulled him yesterday from a basic 6-star crystal, which is insane. I'm going to take him up at least to rank 2. Really, really glad to have him. Don't know quite what I'll use him for yet, because again, he's unduped. But it's really good to have him. Sunspot is unduped as well. Stealthy and Guillotine 2099, champions I don't use too often, but maybe I'll kind of play around with them a little bit. And I don't think anyone else other than Colossus there is worthy of note. Having Deadpool X-Force is pretty nice, though, for the Nick Fury synergy. So 5 stars, like I said, 23 of them are maxed out. Doctor Doom at the top for a really good prestige. And Quake finally left my profile. She's been on the top of my profile for like 3, maybe 4 years at this point. And she started out as a rank 3 being the top of my profile, and she's kept her top spot. And I have I think all these top 8 plus Cap Infinity were all max Sig level. So that's why everyone started passing her. Because I finally started to get some Sig Stones that I could really put into some champions like that. So Red Guardian is max Sig, Havoc, Doom, or Voodoo, and Doom, of course. Warlock. Aegon is max Sig. I haven't used him for Abyss, but I am planning on doing Abyss soon. Tiger is not max Sig. Tiger is definitely one of my favorite champions of 2020. She's great. I have a lot of God tier champions down here. Corvus and Nick right next to each other. Colossus. And I finally pulled Ghost during gifting from a Nexus 5-star. And I have 5-star maxed Scarlet Witch. She's not max Sig yet. I want to bring her to max Sig. I was thinking maybe she'd be in the featured, in which case I would have waited on putting some Sig Stones into her. I have like 15 of them right now. So I'll probably just wait until I get some Mystic Sig Stones and just put them into her, because I want her at max Sig. It's a little bit of a brag, but it's a lot of fun. Rank 4s really haven't changed much. Stealthy or Stark enhanced Spider-Man is still rank 4. Hulk is still rank 4. Carnage and Heimdall and Iceman, they've all been rank 4 for like 2 years at this point. I think Iceman might have been like my second ever rank 4. I've just never had a reason to take him to rank 5 really. Got a couple of rank 3s, Black Widow Deadly Origin and Apocalypse. I pulled Apocalypse from those calves, the same ones that I duped Longshot in, which was great. It was only 5 calves, and I got a 5-star Apocalypse and a 6-star Longshot. So he'll be going to rank 5 as my next rank 5 champion. And then following him pretty closely will probably be Cosmic Ghost Rider. Got and duped him from Epoch Crystal Shards. I love those Epoch Crystals. I have a couple more 5-stars show up from those as well. I'll kind of keep going down to the bottom here. No one else is really of note. Champions like Sorcerer Supreme, I want to rank up, but I'm going to wait for the 6-star because I think that'll be a little bit better for me and for my roster. I am kind of focusing on 6-stars at the most part now. Champions like Black Widow, Clairvoyant are great, but I have them as a 6-star, and I'd prefer to continue ranking them as a 6-star. Dragon Man is the same way. Silver Surfer, I have a 6-star. Immortal Hulk, I got and duped him from Epoch Shards as well. Red Guardian from Epoch. Regular Guardian, I think I got him from a Nexus early in gifting. Platpool, I do have. He's a really interesting one to have. And 2 exclusives, Magneto, House of X, and Gamora. I got them both from the featured, so I now have every single possible Gamora that there is, which is pretty cool, but probably won't do much with them. They're just kind of exclusive champs. 4-stars, I didn't rank. I think I maybe ranked 1. I believe I ranked Cap Infinity War for the 4-star challenging Cav monthly, and that's it. Oh, Apocalypse, of course, obviously, because I got him this year. I used him for Uncollected Monthly as well, but I think that's it. And then 3 stars, Tigra. But yeah, I really don't rank anything above a 5-star, and now I really am trying to focus on my 6-stars because see, I have a lot of really good 6-stars. So putting into resources into 5-stars, other than champions I know I'll use both as a 5 and a 6-star, like Apocalypse, really isn't too worth it for me now. So let's talk about content. What I still have to do and what I've done. So, did Act 7. I think it says Act 7 up here. I thought they were going to call it Book 2, Act 1, whatever. Did first clear of it. It was super easy. I'll probably go back to do 100%. I might do that on stream over a couple of weekends because really good rewards, and it's pretty easy as well, which is really nice. Act 6, obviously done first clear. I did 100% of Act 5 this year, and Act 4 I've worked a little bit more on, but you can see I'm pretty hesitant to do that. It's a lot of energy, and it's just I don't really have time for that because of real life obligations right now. Eventually I'll do it, but it's been like 3 years since I've been saying that, oh, I'll do Act 4 100% this year. Oh, I'll do Act 4 100% this year. It'll happen eventually. The rewards, I mean, the mastery points are the really only thing I really need there. But I'm getting by. I'm really happy with my mastery setup right now anyway, so. Let's talk about back issues, then kind of endgame quests. So I finished Variant 5 and 3 100% this year. Did a little bit more on Variant 2 as well. And everything else just has the first clear with Variant 6 having done first clear. And I'll probably set up Variant 6 because I would like the gold right now, but I think waiting so I get that bonus off of that 1.5, and I don't need the 25% at this exact moment. So I think maybe I'll set that up so I have like one last chapter to do there. And special quests, one last one I think I wanted to talk about. Abyss, I still haven't done my first clear. The goal is to do it this year, absolutely, because I really want that 6-star Awakening Gem, the T5CC, and Labyrinth. I still only had done my first clear, and I probably won't do any more unless I do something for Abyss prep. Like I just do a quick run through of like Path 2 or Path 3 with like an Aegon focused team, just as a little bit of practice to get used to using him. That's kind of the only, because the rewards for Abyss these days really aren't worth anything. That is 3 featured crystals, whatever. A 5-star generic. I have multiple 5-star generics I'm sitting on right now, and these come out to be 16 per class, I think, on average. So really, it's just not worth it to do Abyss, to do Labyrinth anymore. Maybe I guess for the Tier 2 Alpha. I'd still recommend it for someone who isn't Thronebreaker and is willing to do it, because the 5-star stuff is great. It's just I'm trying to focus on 6 stars. I do want to talk a little bit about my inventory as well before I go into Catalyst, because I always talk about my inventory. I got a couple of 5-star Awakening Gems. The big thing that I have, though, is a lot of 6-star Sig Stones. Cat Marvel movie is at 660 right now, and I could hit 11,000 prestige, but only if I just shoveled Sig Stones into Cat Marvel. And I know if I did that, I'll never get anyone else to replace her on my profile. And to be honest, I want Clairvoyant on top of my profile. That's why I went for a basic crystal with Doom, because I ended up getting Doom because I've been going for that Clairvoyant dupe forever. It's why I'm so like focused in on getting 6-star Nexus crystals, like doing 7.1 100%, because that's 3 chances for a Clairvoyant dupe. Knowing my luck, though, it'll probably end up being a Clair dupe and a Doom dupe, and then my alliance will make me choose Doom. And I say my alliance will make me, but I just mean that I need to make these kind of decisions for my alliance, and Doom's prestige would be way better. So I'll talk about Masteries. I'm actually sitting on a Mastery point right now, because I recovered a while ago thinking I was going to turn on Suicides. I ended up not turning them on, and I just haven't put the point back in anyway. So 23 points in offense, minimum points necessary in defense to turn on willpower, and then proficiencies, I have 15 points. So talk about offense first. I have pretty much the basics here, greater precision and greater cruelty. I have pierce and courage as well that are maxed out, and then glass cannon because I prefer the little bit of attack over. At times, I've put a couple points into Despair, Deep Wounds, Assassin, that kind of stuff, but I don't often do it. I think the last time I had points in there was when I was trying Summoner Showdown. I do have Liquid Courage. I could max that out, and I have in the past, but I find that Suicides really aren't for me. I prefer to just use every single champion that I can, whereas when I'm running Suicides, champions like Warlock, I can't special spam with them. Champions like Elsa Bloodstone, Tigra tend to kind of fall flat and as they kind of chip away at their own health, and I'm not a big fan of that. Defensive, I have maxed recovery and maxed willpower for the most kind of health gain that I can possibly get. And a fun mastery that I have is Stand Your Ground. So I have a 25% chance to resist a block break. This is against stuff like heavy attacks. So this has actually saved my life a ton of times. I wouldn't recommend this to every person to get it, but it's really, really good to be able to just kind of parry a random heavy attack. And the best thing is this is active on defense as well. So you see videos on Twitter every once in a while of people getting screwed over by this mastery, by the defender having it. So that's a little bit of extra reason why I keep it around, because I know it makes my defense a little bit more difficult if they manage to land a parry, or at the very least they'll do some damage to the opponent. And the proficiencies, I have maxed parry and maxed stupefy, and that's to fight against parry curse. That makes sure that when we're running the parry curse modifier in Alliance quest, then I can still, even if I get down to those 4 parries, then I'm totally fine to still parry, and I can still start a combo off that parry. Maxed Limber is pretty much there just to unlock the availability of Mystic Dispersion, and I have rank 3, which I really like. Rank 3 is a good kind of middle ground for Voodoo, I find. And then, yeah, I don't really have anything else. I almost unlocked Scouter Lens for a little while, because I needed to, back when Alliance War had the hidden nodes, but luckily that's not necessary anymore, because there are no hidden nodes. So, Alliance, I'm still in the same Alliance as last year. We are absolutely crushing it. We're in Plat 1, I think, right now, and we were getting close to Master. I think it'll be maybe next season, one more after that, when we actually finally hit it. But I'm still kind of at the bottom of my alliance, both in prestige and in total hero rating. I can actually check that with a summoner leaderboard in the strongest team. Strongest team isn't actually prestige, but I'm 13,000 global, which isn't great. Among my friends, I am number 12. Apparently, I have some very powerful friends. Didn't even realize. And then in my alliance, I am 29, so, and he might even beat me in prestige. I'm not sure. I think I beat one or two. I know I beat 1 or 2 people in prestige, but like I said, I could hit 11,000, so my prestige isn't hurting if I really needed to get that last 110 points. I just don't want to put the points into Cat Marvel, because I really, really want Clairvoyant to be the top of my profile. Oh, last thing I want to show off before I end it, because I want to keep this as a normal level. I meant to show this off. Catalysts. So my sigil just ran out, which is why I have 10 out of 8 tier 5 basics, and I'll probably pick up the sigil again when I get the 6-star shards to get the discounted featured. I have a lot of catalysts, like 20 out of 16 mutants. Wow. So T5CC is the one I want to focus on. I have a mutant T5CC. I can rank someone to rank 3, and it's not going to be Magneto. I really want it to be Apocalypse. I just don't want it to be Magneto. Magneto is great, but he's never my first option. I have to make the conscious decision to use him, and that's not as great to me. I'm getting really close on a Science as well, which is great. I'm honestly thinking Spider-Gwen for that Science T5CC because she's duped. I find her quite a bit of fun, and I think she has the capability of maybe doing a couple one-shots in Abyss as well. Not that I would really bring her, but just kind of try her out. Maybe she'd be a really good defender at rank 3 as well. I'm not quite sure. I also have Human Torch, but he's unduped, and I have the 5-star. Again, another one I don't really want to do both the 5-star and the 6-star, so we'll see. So that is going to do it for this video. That is kind of the roster tour and show off of this year. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I know my roster has gotten pretty insane this year. I'm really, really happy with it compared to last year. I was happy with it then, but it's just kind of the goalposts keep moving, and I'm doing a lot better job of kind of keeping up with a little bit closer to the end game now. As I kind of get my 4th, 5th, 6th rank 3s as well, I'll be continuing to kind of move forward. I still haven't done Abyss, so there's another rank 3 hidden behind there. If I get a Mystic, it might be Doctor Doom. Who knows? So that's going to do it for this. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Have your rosters made this much progress as well this past year? Hopefully they have. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.